show with Bev and Tez on Tez FM.
That's right. Hey, we wanted to break in early this time.
You come in early.
I wish. Sometimes I wish.
You just said that. You just said, I'm coming in early.
We're coming in early. We're coming in hot. No, seriously. We usually leave you with the same boring intro. Oh, you're going to hear it, but at least you get to hear us first, so maybe we can suck you in.
Oh, well, I know.
Suck you in later.
I've been away for a week.
I know.
There's lots of sucky going on
and
in
we
snow
have
camp.
lots of stories to tell you, which doesn't really surprise me, but
I don't know what you're talking about. So
everything that happened when you were in England since Wednesday until last night when you finally got here at what time?
I did not go
8
to
o'clock?
England on the Wednesday. I went on the Monday. Well, I landed on the Monday. I left Sunday.
Yes, you came here
I landed on
yesterday.
Monday.
Wednesday is when I said all the stuff that happened while you were in England after Wednesday. Now, what part did I say wrong?
Oh, I meant after the show. Sorry, people. I does not get it very often. It's because I'm from the East End and I can be a bit thick at times. And if you believe that, you're more stupid than what you think I am.
She's very, very effing intelligent. What she's not is... I better watch it. I don't know what word. No, I can't find the right word that accurately describes
give me a description.
it. ADHD. Okay? Roxy... She ain't got nothing. Roxy, if you watch us, which I know you're making millions, which is fine. Kudos to you. They got a great app of body doubling and stuff.
Which you do normally anyway
But
if you love someone.
We body double. So, I don't know.
Look at us. We're like body doubles. Look. Your boobies are as big as
No,
mine.
shut
My
up. They are.
breastises.
No, they're not.
Have you got breastises like mine?
Okay, new music. Lisa, if you're listening real quick, check your messages. There's a song we're going to play with a story behind
song that we
it.
talked about the last show.
That's right. That's right. All right, here we go.
Didn't do. You know what I mean? Ta-da.
You're listening to the BLT show. Best test!
The BLT show.
Gather broken pieces like seashells on the shore. You never count the cost of love. You always leave the door open for the lost and lonely, for hearts that come undone. You shine a light for everyone, but who shines for the sun? There's a woman in the mirror you've forgotten how to see. She wears the strength of mountains with the soul of the sea. half a heart feel whole. Wildflower moon, your voice can calm the rain. You sing like hope at midnight, like sunshine after pain. We'll sing it right beside you until you hear it too. The love you've given everyone has always lived in you. When the night is long and the silence calls your name, we'll be the harmony behind you, and you'll never sing alone.
Let me tell you something. I heard the song once. It was last week, or 2 weeks ago,
2 weeks
on our
ago,
last show.
yeah.
And we played the wrong song. It was titled wrong. Anyway, tell the story behind it, and then
Okay.
how it and what it's eventually
So
for.
when I write in the moment the things that are going on. Years and years ago when I was counselling, I used to say to people, write stuff out, get your emotions out. It's therapeutic or cathartic. Anyway, about under a year ago, I started to write something. If I can't write it, I stop. I don't sit there with like what people go, oh, I've got writer's block. It's got to come from, music has to come from the heart and from emotion. And I started to write it, and I started to think, but that's not really me now, per se. And I stopped. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I was on the cruise or before, and I'm flicking
it was
through.
before 4th of July, but
Yeah.
it really...
And I was flicking through, and as I said to you before, I've got loads of notebooks. My aspiration is to have one book that's got all lyrics in it, and it's got all this, and all the notations, and all the keys and everything. Yeah, it's a good idea, don't work in practice. And I just picked up this notebook and was scrapping through, and I saw the opening verse, and I just thought, and the moment I saw it, it went zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've
yeah,
seen the Zoom.
and a lot of it was to do with me, but it was also to do with our friend Lisa.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, if you actually listen to the lyrics, I don't know how many people, I mean, years ago.
I'm going to post the lyrics on our page. Well,
Yeah.
Lisa, if you're listening, we sent you the audio file and the lyrics, and you have our blessing to go ahead and learn it and play it, because I think it'll empower you.
I think
really.
it will. I mean, I don't know what it's like now.
I could hear her say, what did I ask you? You wrote this for Lisa? I mean, when I first heard it,
You went, I said, I wrote this for Lisa, and then you said to me, are you sure you didn't write this for you?
yeah,
What you said.
because
And it
It-
does start off like that. But the thing is, years ago, when dinosaurs walked the earth, when you could go to a record shop and you could buy a single or an album, the inside sleeve always had the lyrics. Or you used to buy comics every week or magazines that had the lyrics of the top 20 songs or whatever. And I remember reading a lot of the Dave Bowie lyrics off of the Hunky Dory album, and Soul Love just resonated with me so much. So I was only 5, but it really stuck with me. You don't get that no more. So that was yours.
No.
So we will post the lyrics, because it will apply to a lot of people, because you do forget who you are, men and women in
Yeah.
relationships. It's not just a woman thing. And you just push it aside and go, yeah. And then that builds up layers and layers of, and then what you don't like becomes normal. And you forget that you didn't like it.
yeah, and you forget
just think, well,
what
that's
your
my
worth
normal life.
is and blah, 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 blah.
still got him.
And what happens is, before you know it, a year, 2, 3, 4 have passed. Your
Yeah.
brain is still in, I can do this. I know
You're
we can.
in defense
I know we're
mode.
going to make it. And you don't realize how much precious joy and happiness you are
No.
wasting by staying in an environment. What happened to it? Oh, that's so
Nothing.
clear I can't even see.
That was making noises. But it is. It's like you threw me now. I was going to say
Sorry.
you do spend time thinking if it's normal, and what you just said is you don't realise how much time goes past and how fast it goes. I mean, I've been back in the UK for a week, which isn't on 8 days, not long at all. And I remember the week before, I was going, this time next week, I'll be going to UK. This time a week ago, we was on a cruise. Life goes past so fast, and because life is so fast, you know, people don't take the time to enjoy the simple
It's hard
things.
to believe that we have been together for a year over, and it's also hard to believe
Physically together.
that how much stuff we've been through in
And
that
it was
year.
really funny because when I was in the UK, I was trying to find some videos, and all of a sudden, I come across a video of Mysteria, and it was October 23, and I thought if everyone needs evidence, people just think it's like this 5-minute thing, and
Oh,
it was very
I was at my
strange with
sister's.
us. Yeah, it was very strange with us because
The first one was, "Welcome to Florida, Beverly."
yeah. And
We were
funny
just
enough,
mates.
we'd been at
We
that
were just
house
mates.
we'd been at that house about 3 weeks before, and but it's really weird because we used to know. I mean, like I say, I was never looking for any sort of long-term relationship.
Think of me, baby.
Oh, baby, are you fluffy at the end, lovely? So easy to do him.
It
I
is.
mean, like,
It's
no,
very-
well, we were talking about
do
doing. And but there was something we used to sing on this app, Schmill, and I was singing with a lot of people, but I was sort of like selective of a group of people. And I thought we used to talk, and then they used to unleash all what was going on, and then I used to go to him, "You're stupid," blah, 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 and then off he'd go, and I'd pray that everything works out right. And then
Hey,
wait,
Kathy.
but when it didn't, you know, and but the weirdest thing was that I would talk to him, like when I say talk, like message and all that, for a couple of months, and then he'd fall off the radar. Nothing, no songs on the singing app we used to use. Nothing. All right, it's a week, and then I would message and go, "What has happened? You're down a rabbit hole. You know, you've gone and you've gone down." And one of them. Well, twice I remember actually getting hold of him during that time, and one was, "Oh yeah, it's all this."
Do you
And
know the
second
first
was
time
August, when he
Bev
was-
ever called me? We've never spoke on the phone.
We've been texting for years.
texting. And then one day I see a video call come. I about shit my pants. I was scared. I panicked, and I didn't answer it because I'm shy. But had I met her in person, no, that I was going to meet her, that's fine. But and then I remember, I think time went by. I don't even think she texted anything. Maybe she did. But I remember one time saying to myself, if she ever calls me again, I promise I'll answer. I'll never do that again. Because being around her was positive. I could be in the pits of hell, like I've said many times, and either join her on a song or just a text message. She always made me laugh.
It was weird when I look back on it, and I mean I know like even in August 24, I think it was, and he'd had a rough ride of things, and
All the way
I'm
up
sitting
till
there,
the
I'm
end of
sitting there
December
going
of 24.
like, yeah, but I'm sitting there going, here we go again, and I was there whenever. I never chased him, never like went, oh, that, just waited, and it was August, and I thought, I knew he was going to see his daughter. And it's about 3 weeks, and I thought something is really wrong, really wrong. And I rang you, and it was. And you had problems with the kid, like there was illness, and there was a
The W.
There was a relationship situation.
Anyway,
but I tended to know. And
we've been
I don't
reminiscing
care.
a lot.
Yeah, I think you know. And I think what happens is, with relationships sometimes is, you might say something or you might do something that in the beginning you would know would not necessarily hurt somebody, but you'd make the point or you would be seen or heard. And when you stop doing that, then you give up doing that.
Right.
And we still doing it. But the funny thing is, that made me laugh about what you just said, was about he didn't pick up the phone because he was too scared. This is a man that used to say to me, I'm ringing you at 6 o'clock. And if I didn't pick up the phone, it was like, that would broke loose.
But I never spoke with her on the phone before.
I know.
First of all,
I'm playing.
All right. Look.
You got good breastises.
I have breastises and flab. I may have a decent face, but no, I'm not saying it. Anyway, so, and she's in England, so none of that math
Cam, get them.
gave me any probability at all. One in a...
Well, in some respects, it was safe to sort of like mess about and say things.
I would
'cause
never
you think,
mess
like,
about.
There's 4,000 miles. That's never going to happen, you know.
never mess
And you
about.
could say things. And
We got sidetracked on us again, and I wanted to talk about
no, it wasn't on
empowerment.
us. It wasn't on us. It was about how it's very easy to
Get
just
complacent.
get complacent, or just think that
We
that
were
is your
getting that
standard.
way. Before I'll share
Speak
it
for yourself.
because I know what I own, and hopefully Bev knows what she owns. But
I own nothing
through-
except you.
you better own something.
I will.
With all the stress, chaos leading up to the ceremony and everything else, we became where we had to
What people do.
be in a certain state. We were always living in a state.
We were stuck on a
It's
hamster
not
wheel,
free.
like people
And
do every day.
I told Bev when you come back this time that
Did you say it in that radio voice? Say it in that radio voice.
when you come back this time.
Yes. What's going to happen when I,
don't
come
know.
back
Anyway,
this time? He has got fantastic radio voice.
so
But
yeah.
you don't just have a face for radio.
We got
you have a face for
another
TV.
major hurdle to get through. Hopefully that will be resolved by September, October. And hopefully everything can remain as is. Manifest everything for us, please, because we could use it.
The thing is, sometimes when mountains seem too high to climb and you can't see the wood for the trees, top the top of the tree off, step back and break everything down in bite-sized pieces. But the biggest way to get through anything in life is communication. If you've got no one to talk to, like I didn't, then write it in a book and read it to yourself, or record it and let it play back. Put a stupid voice on it. Whatever
Bottom
you
line
wanna
is
do.
more people need to be more open with how they feel about
Because society-
others.
yeah.
Because we're not mind readers, you know?
No, that's what I
There's
used to say to
subtle
you.
clues, but in today's society,
Yeah.
what for me we're latch on, like, oh, this girl's got the hots for me, is now just we're just talking, you know. So
Even different terminology, isn't it?
yeah,
but
different
I say
terminology.
that
We're
to you all
going
the
out,
time.
we're dating. That was with Ashley's when she was growing up in middle school and high school. It was, are you going out? No, we're dating. I said, what's the difference?
Yeah,
Because
or
for
we're
me, it
hanging
was
out.
just, it
we
was
used to go courting in my day and
going
age.
steady.
Oh, going steady. Oh, yeah, going
You know,
steady.
that's even
Americanism.
cornier.
That's an American thing. We would be courting or something. But it is, you've got to say
Right now,
things.
the audience is saying, they go all over the place. Yes,
I
we
know.
do. Welcome to the ADHD channel where we embrace everything.
Well, it's not that. I'm trying to like put
I'm not
everything
knocking you.
in.
I'm not
But I
knocking you.
did always say, like Larry would say something to me, use your, and I said, but I'm not a mind reader. I've got an idea, but unless you physically tell me, and sometimes something you might want or you want to do, you don't quite now know how to address it or say it without it coming out wrong. But if you don't say something about how you're feeling to your other significant other half, or to a family situation, or to a friend situation, how the blinking hell are they going to know that you're upset? So always voice it in a calm, rational way. Because if you don't, what happens is 3, 4, 6 months down the line, you end up going,
Right now, I have a squirrel moment. I'm very sad that we didn't play the
Squirrel
BLT
moment.
Jersey jingle.
why?
Because.
Well, you can play it now.
No, it's not.
Because you said to me, we're going to talk at the beginning.
We did.
And then we'll do the other intro
I
to
know.
the show.
But
So
then I
while
got
I'm right-
emotionally carried away with your music and your
I
lyrics.
know that. Do you know what?
Oh, by the
I
way,
had-
that song that we opened with, that's not how she writes. She changed the entire everything to get that sound. If you notice, a lot of her songs are like Jersey girls singing them.
yeah, or I do disco, or I do
But this was
anthem.
not disco. I don't know what genre that was.
Well,
it
it's
was
more sort of like back to the old rock. It's
Just-
more back to the Fleetwood Mac, that sort of stuff. But when I wrote it was one thing, but when I produced it, I had a certain person in mind, and I knew where her vibe was, and that's what I say. People will have a go about, oh yeah, well you use it. We create voices. I create sounds. We create sounds. We don't just do
a plug and play. This is my story. Make me a rock song.
Make me a rock song.
No, no.
We don't.
It is so much more
Yeah, we certainly don't do
in
that.
depth than
And
that.
that's
Oh,
why
by the way, squirrel moment. I'm opening up all sorts.
I bought back.
12 pounds of these.
Yeah, I ended up buying them
6
by the
kilos,
box. I bought them by
roughly.
the box in the end, and I wanted to get some at Heathrow, see if we could get some bigger bags. Heathrow was the biggest and maddest I've seen it in a long time. Why have I cut off?
And you, what the heck?
I don't know.
Something is playing. What happened? There
Yeah,
we
it's
go.
back. You're back.
What the heck?
Heathrow was
God.
the biggest
Telling
and
you,
maddest.
there's dark forces all around us. I'm not.
Seen it for a long time. Luckily, now don't get this wrong. I fly backwards and forwards, and I got an opportunity to upgrade. Now I'm not saying that's being like whatever, and it started off at one price, and it ended up costing me about 100 quid, 107 quid, to upgrade flying out there. Bearing in mind the flight was expensive enough, but the flight was packed, and the upgrade was worth it, like, you know. But it was a mad day yesterday. It's the maddest day at Heathrow. Obviously, it's school holidays in the UK.
As
people
much
going
as we
out.
want to go into it, I don't think we should go into it
We're not
without
gonna go-
talking about it.
Yeah.
Of what possibly could happen if we went into
we're
it.
not going to go down that route, but I'm just saying, you know, sometimes it was the one time that I'm very perceptive, and I felt, oh, this feels a bit weird, and it was. And then when I wasn't, it wasn't. But do you know what I mean? Everybody does things for a reason. As long as you are compliant and you apply it and you know you're within the law, then, as I was, and people are just doing their jobs, it's fine, you know.
They do it in a very pressing way.
But some people do it in a very, like, what I always call clipboard manner. They do it, they get power mad, and sometimes I don't do any, you know, I had it all my life with people telling me, like, oh, you're this, you're that, you're a show. I wasn't. For some reason, and when I stood at that thing and got my eye scanned, this woman did not like me. And I don't know why. And the thing is, and the game for me was, I ain't going to say nothing and act in any way that's going to give you reason to want to,
It's called secondary
secondary clearing.
clearance, which I had to do when I came back, because I told you I have a warrant that I cannot clear in Indiana, but it's only in Indiana. But when I come back into my own country, it flags.
Before we play the next song or whatever,
Yeah.
I'll throw this one thing out to you.
Oh, shoot, I'm hitting something. Hold on. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Oh, shit. Okay.
I will throw this
hit
out to you. I know he's
button.
hitting buttons. I'm just going to throw this one out to you.
Can I hit
right?
your button?
You can always hit my button, babe. Would you consider, in the UK we call them sweets, in the US they call them candy, would you consider that a food source? Food source.
Are you claiming how much? What kind? Do you have any?
I wasn't even asked the
food
question
in here.
before I went through to secondary clearing, and I will leave you with this.
It's just funny.
She said, "But you put it in your mouth." And I said,
Here it
there's a
comes.
lot of things you put in your mouth that you wouldn't necessarily call food. And we go to the next song.
You know what? I wrote this for Bev. Is Home is Waiting, and then we're gonna play another one later. 9,000 miles.
We've got a few. I've
the
got
next
so many
chapter.
songs that I've written, but I can't
And we always
bombard
end
him
it
with
with "If You Dream It." So we're gonna try
I
and
know,
stay
but we've got
on
another half
time.
hour. Interjections would be great, people,
Yeah.
with all what's going on so far.
And it's
Thank
not
you
always in
again.
real time. Those of you on YouTube after the fact,
Yeah,
thanks
and
for
we are now
watching
clear
Tez FM.
of
Thanks for
everything else.
listening. I
We'll-
never
we'll
give
tell you
Tez
what we're up to.
FM enough acknowledgement,
I
and it's the
know.
station that
I'm
carries it.
Tez.
So
We will tell you what's going on in the future. But until then, right then, I'm trying to segue into this song.
I know.
don't
Do
normally
it,
the
baby.
segue. We
Do
now
it.
have this song called what?
Home is Waiting.
Home is Waiting. And I am now home.
Yes.
So thank you, baby, especially for cleaning the floors and the toilets.
You're welcome.
You're listening to the BLT show. Best test!
Sometimes the hardest part wasn't the distance, it wasn't the ocean, it wasn't the people trying to pull us apart. It was watching the person I love fight battles I couldn't fight for her. Pictures of a little face she dreamed about for years, opened up 1,000 hopes and 50,000 tears. Every word sounded like healing, every promise felt so true, till the reasons found the daylight and the hurt came shining through. I watched her trying to stay standing, holding pieces in her hands. Sometimes love means being helpless. Sometimes love just understands. When the noise finally fades, when the voices disappear, when the world stops pulling at your heart, you'll always find me here. I'm the porch light in the darkness, I'm the silence after rain. I don't love the easy moments, I love you through the pain. And another ghost came knocking, one we thought we'd left behind. She closed the door before the damage could steal another piece of time. Life keeps testing what we're building, trying every crack it finds. But storms don't last forever when two hearts refuse to hide. Today you looked into my soul and whispered words wasn't always there. You didn't erase yesterday. You simply opened tomorrow. When the noise finally fades and tomorrow starts again, we'll leave the hurt beside the road. We don't have to carry them. Every scar became a chapter. Every tear became our proof. The world can keep on shaking. It'll never shake the truth. One more flight, one more embrace, one more chapter. Back home. Where love has always been waiting.
It's true.
It is
know-
true.
Define living. It's yours.
It's not. It's, what are you talking about, Lily? What are you talking
Mine
about?
is down. Something
you
is
talking about?
playing on your phone.
Nothing's talking.
Okay.
Okay.
I heard something. Are you
It
on
was
this
your
one? Mine is down. Look.
Oh,
Good
what's down?
Lord.
Are you,
I can't.
Is your,
That was a
are
very
your pants
intense,
down?
emotionally intense song. And what does she do? Does she vibe with it?
I do.
No. She's looking at trouble, telling me, "Oh, the kids' toys are
I
still
know,
here."
because
I'm
right.
engulfed in this song.
Let me explain. Right, so we started off with Wildflower Moon, and I don't get very emotional about stuff I write, even though some people do. And Larry, I would say, of all the songs he's written, there are now, I'm going to say, well, I say they're all good, but there are certain ones that really hit me hard, and I'm not very good with that. This is his latest one, that it is, and we have this FU moment.
Yeah.
All right, and he does it to me quite.
It's a
bit.
compliment.
It's a compliment. It ain't like being nasty, and there are certain songs that it don't matter if it's a week old, or 6 months old, or 12 months old. Every time I hear it, it hits me, because we write in the moment. Or we both write in the moment.
Yeah,
and it's
not
the things
everything's
that
a
are what-
hit.
No,
You know, a hit.
You don't write songs to have a
That's
hit.
what I think she's trying to say. Is that there are some that are
But
just
some
what
the
we
words
feel.
are so poetically put together, and no matter how much of a shield I try and put up, especially if I've got the or I'm trying to guard myself before I leave or whatever, and then certain songs play, and not just our songs back all the way back to the 70s or whatever.
On that
they will
segue.
hit me, and so that is what I was doing, because I didn't want. I had tears in my eyes with the first song, and I didn't want to do it again
Okay.
with this one. But it does. And when he comes up with these little gems, it's like, no matter
If
what goes
you
on,
know
I know.
any pattern, all my hits are when she's away.
Yeah.
So, because I don't, when I write about joy, all I can write about
I was
is
just about to say that.
what my life is doing, what's happening now. It's now a couple of them are toe tappers and stuff, and that's cool, but the deep emotional ones, I don't write.
Do you know
very
what?
much.
It was really sad. 'cause
Even you don't sometimes.
No, well, yeah, it was really sad because he said to me, I don't know, about November time, and he said, I don't know how to write any songs anymore. And I said, what do you mean? He said, because his songs, like most country songs, like most songs, are all about heartbreak or, disappointment. You don't really get that many joyful. If you actually broke it all down, most of them are all soul-bearing songs. That's because music gets it out and all that. And he said, I don't know how to write now. And I said, what do you mean? You don't know how to write about being happy? And he went, no, I don't think I do. And we were talking about it, and he does. But it's actually, sometimes it's very difficult when you're very unhappy and it becomes the norm. Again, the way that you're downtrodden or the way that you're treated, and where your bar was there, you drop your bar, you drop your bar, you drop your bar, just to have an acceptance somewhere. And it's hard because you just think that's what you're used to. And once you suddenly realise taking the first step to being happy can be very difficult, it might be a life that you've lived, and then finally you can't stand it no more. But even when you do that and you find a new relationship, then first few months are difficult. But you are learning that you do deserve to be happy. People don't think they deserve to be happy and get used to being unhappy, so they've got something to moan about to somebody else. Does that make sense?
Kind of, yeah.
Like people have got to have something wrong, because if they haven't got anything wrong, they ain't got a conversation, because they don't know how to process being happy, perhaps. I don't want to say, I ain't got enough time to say it, but he does, he's much better than I am. I can sit and write what I want to say and put it in perspective, either in a letter, poem or a song. Me actually talking to him to articulate it is difficult. Even like when I was trying to explain something today, and I was saying something about a time, and he went, well, it's 5:40, and I went, no, not now, I'm talking about this, because he talks literal all the time. And I get embarrassed sort of saying and looking at him to say it. But if I write it down, give it in a letter,
she'll suck my face off in the middle of Publix or something or somewhere.
Not just your face.
Grocery store. I'm just saying that this is the part.
Because that's really real.
Must
and
be that she's just not.
He's a ninja. And we argue about this, about who was a ninja. I weren't, but he was. But for me to actually, because I was so guarded for so many years, and again, I just thought, I used to look at people and think, that's a load of old rubbish. Nah, that's all this. And I didn't, but when you get rejected a lot, and I'm not having a dig here, but you just put a wall up and go, okay, fine, but I'm not going to put myself into that situation to be rejected. And then when he's all like, you're this, you look like that, and I'm like, really? What are you on about? And then to actually take that and say, thank you, and then accept it, he's a lot, yeah. And I still struggle at times. And he could turn around and say something so small, like, are you doing your hair like that? And I'll be like, what's wrong? And I'm in panic, because I'm thinking, but it is a genuine thing. Are you just going to do that, or are you going to blow dry your hair? Or it is a comment, but because of things in the past where it would be, are you really looking like that? Look at the state here. Yeah. Look at this. And I worked really hard when I was away of thinking about, and I sat there and wrote them all down. Some of them are still not out. Trigger words for me. And because it's not fair to him, because he could say something and doesn't realise. He said before I left, there was a lot of tension coming out, and he said a few things, and it sent me ridiculously the other way. Not because of him.
And we're alike.
Not because of him, but as soon as I heard it, or even part of what I used to hear, I was gone. And where he's now given me a sense of worth, self-respect, and all the rest of it. And I said to him once, we did a lot of work together with a lot of demons, and I went, my fear is that now you've got rid of all that, and now I'm going to get the repercussions of it, and then sod off. You put up with all these other people, and now you've got the strength.
And the purpose of this show, honestly, is
to talk honestly.
I came with baggage, different. I went through stuff from insecureness and whatever, low self-esteem, to being blindsided by these women I dated. She saw through it all. Her life is 40 years of conditioning and degradation. So we hoped that we had something to offer to help someone.
The way we look at it now is we've
That's
got the
it,
best
because
part of our lives.
You don't want to
And-
wake up 5 years later and realize that you should have done it 5 years ago, or 40 years,
Because
or 30
we
years.
can't. We can't because I mean, like, all right,
My back
you
is
never know
killing
what's
me.
you never know what's around the corner. I had a stroke at 29. No one thought that was going to happen, but there is an age-old thing that as you're getting older, I always say I'm not over the hill. I've been over one hill, and I'm going up the next one. You know what I mean? I'm not over the hill yet. But it is sensible to say that as we get older, it's not even that time's running out, and bodies start changing. What we could do in 5 minutes takes us half hour. But what we don't have now is the pressure of being on the hamster wheel, kids, this, working, all the rest of it. The great thing about grandchildren is you can give them back.
But keep in mind, if you and I had kids, it would be a very positive, loving
Well, right
upbringing.
now?
Yeah, I mean, so
That's
us
right for
not
you. You
having
haven't got to
kids.
carry a baby and give it. No, I'm
No,
joking. I
us
know.
not having kids
No.
doesn't mean that's the reason
we-
why we're.
No, and as
the
you
way we
get
are.
older, you get wiser, and you only get wiser from making the mistakes. So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
my children, sure of his, I would push my kids out to do things, but there'd be a safety net under there that if it went wrong, there'd be something to pick them up. But we have the part of our lives now that we don't answer to anybody. Our children are grown up.
Yeah.
They've got their own families, they've got their own responsibilities. So the only people that we have to answer to is each other. And for me, that was really hard because I've never had to answer to any. Well, I did. That's contradictory because that's all I had to do was make sure it was right. But I never had to think about it because I was on a different time zone. Everything I do now, I do consciously not to upset or to enrich our time and not to get upset about. But we can get up at 11 o'clock or we can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We can eat what we want. We can do what we want. And then we're not, the only judges we've got are each other and
Pretty much.
you know what I mean? And that's a blessed thing to be able to do. And for people that can get to that stage, and I know there's a couple of people watching that have done that, it's a big step. But it is a one-take life. Oh, I've had near-death
Even my
experiences.
daughter said that, or
You know.
she alluded to the fact, and I told her, I said, yeah, Bev always says it's a one-take
One-take
life.
life. And a
So
dress
everything
rehearsal.
you do, you got to either learn from it or move on from it.
And, and that's the thing is kids, how are kids going to get wisdom when they're listening to AI or they're doing this or doing that? And I enjoy my wisdom. Do I want other people to listen to it? No. But the purpose of this show is to say what you might be thinking. Maybe
that's a good description.
maybe look at it and go, well, I did that. And we will. Now everything else is over. Our goal is to say, look, is there anything we said resonates with you? Is there anything we can say? We're not, well, I'm a trained counsellor, but we're not psychotherapists. We're not trying to tell you how to live your lives. We have lived a very coloured life between the two of us with many, many, many experiences. So all we're saying is, you want to talk about it, we
Divorce
are open books.
is so high right now. No, I wanted relationships. Remember, people that want to give up instead of fighting for it. Know when you got to give up, but
No one to hold
divorce
them,
rates-
no one to fold them.
because
No
we
one to walk away.
did get into this about relationships and
Yeah.
how people get complacent, lost the yearning for each other. My daughter said that. You know what's wrong with today, Dad? People don't yearn.
She was quite jealous of us because she said you yearn, you've had years of yearning.
Before we met.
And yeah, do you know what? I said to the moment I left there, we were flirting with each other and it was all fun. Do you know what I mean? And it is so easy that when you're with somebody 24/7, that the dog barking gives you the hump because you're trying to sleep, and then that impacts on your day, or somebody hasn't delivered something, or you get a package from Amazon, it's broken over. And you have to remember, it ain't, I don't care what you say, it's hard work. You haven't got to please somebody, but it is being able to differentiate between that's that. And I always say, I don't worry about anything I can't control. My headspace is very precious. And there was an incident that happened, unbelievably, when I was in the UK, and I had dealt with it. I had, funny enough, it was the time that I talked to Larry when I'm over there, and you see something and you go, huh? And because I've got 5 brains, the 5 brains had 5 brains that had like quadruplets, and I didn't even react. I just went up and dealt with it, and it went away, sort of. 6 months ago, that might not have been the same. One, I probably would have gone, all right then, because I'm always somebody giving somebody second, third, fourth, fifth chances. But when you cross the line with me, and it takes a lot, there's no coming back. I was outraged, but I still didn't let that spill over, because he's here, I'm there, I'm with my mum, I'm with my dog that is,
in other words,
breaking my heart.
You'll find yourself, when you start knowing your self-worth,
But I knew,
and people hurt you, you know it's time to close the chapter.
To stand up without being rude, without being gobby. You know, you haven't got to be like that. But I couldn't have done that a year ago, or even 10 months ago, because I had to rebuild myself. We all have to. It's hard. And I said to him, yeah, I'm fine. But there was like a 20% segment of me missing, but I could cope with the 8% the minute it was back. And I only got the self-confidence I've got. Everyone thinks I'm self-confident. I really weren't. And it was him. And a lot of times I go, oh, shut up. But some of it filters through. You know, there's a little segment of my life that's still not right, but I can deal with that with strength now, as opposed to, oh, I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want, just so as I can make that work.
ADHD or ADHDers. I don't like doing that because you don't have a label on you. People that have...
Oh, trust me. People want that label.
Often
now I can't get my
are
meds
people
because of it.
pleasers. And I used to be a people pleaser. Probably still was up until
Someone said
I
that
met
to
Bev.
me, loads. Oh, all you want to do is want people to like it. No, actually, I don't. But I do want to treat people the way I expected to be treated. Well, I was brought up with treat people the way you expect your grandmother to be treated. You know what I mean? So if you saw going to a shop and you saw someone speaking to an older person rude, make sure you're not that person. So I always do. And I let a lot go. And I don't think anything, even our arguments, I never start them off with intent. I will never, ever deliberately say something to him that I know will cut him to the quick. Do you?
Oh, no.
And it is hard, but it's see, that was your phone.
Lisa.
It is communication. And if you can't communicate with somebody, you've got to work out why.
That is huge, honestly. Because, I don't know, life throws everything at you nowadays, it just seems. And the more light you carry with you, the worse the attacks seem to be coming.
Well, I think that was a lot of it yesterday at the airport, because, like, this woman took a dislike to me, and for whatever reason, there was 2 queues, one for US citizens, one for visitors, and it was out the customs hall. And you would think that someone would just look at it, get people through. No, I turned up there and went, oh, good morning, ma'am, how are you? And I'm just making pleasant conversation. And I looked at her and I thought, I'm in trouble. And she just pulled me. She pulled me aside with shits and grins. That's the way I look at it. She had something but nothing, and there was, for some reason, she took umbrage. And the only reason I can say it is because I was being nice, and I was being, how are you? Oh, God, yeah. But, and she didn't like it, the fact that I was being nice or being attentive or being
Compliant.
and the fact that I was compliant really pissed her off, but I'm very good at that, you know. But there was nothing stopping me, and I knew I did nothing wrong because they didn't even have the nuts to talk to me and go, actually, madam, when you do this, don't do this, don't do that. No, it was a total thing of not being able to deal with somebody that was very nice.
It's about living, because if you're here in one country more than you are your home country, you can be denied. It can be considered living here, but you're not living here.
So why
if
not
you're
get a tourist visa?
Retired, and you help your mom out, your brother out, and then you come back with your friends, and you're hanging out, and then you go back. It's not a living situation, because she
But
literally
I could have got a year-long
traveling
tourist.
and living
I could
her
have got
life.
a tourist visa.
Tourist visa, yeah.
And I could have been here every single day for 12
she
months.
asked that. What do I need to do? Get a tourist visa?
Visa?
And then
Yeah.
No answer.
Nothing.
No nothing.
And I said to her, I haven't drawn
'Cause
one
she said,
penny
within
out,
the
not
law.
one red cent dime have I taken from your economy. All I do is pay in. I pay. I even do my flights. I can do British Airways or American Airlines. I do American Airlines. All I do is pay into this country. There is no evidence of me taking any money from this country. I am well within my restrictions, because you stay here for 90 days, go back and come back again. You can do that as much as you like. And I never stay 90 days, and I go back for a week or 2 weeks. It just happened that this was a week, but we're back again. My advice to anybody is always have a return ticket unless you've got a tourist visa, because they know you're going back. And I said, I'm going back on the 27th, but you was only here a week ago. Yeah, my mum's 92.
You know how
And
many
I go
people
back.
come here with a return ticket and never go back?
Well, I'm sure. Well, do you want to know how many people don't even come with a ticket and stay in the UK? It was a
what happened to the
personality
video?
thing.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Move. That was never plugged into the right plug. Hold on. This really sucks, man. Of course it happened. When I questioned that, when I plugged it in, what the hell happened?
It is plugged in.
No, it's in the wrong one.
Why? You've got it in the wrong hole. You never do that. Now that light's
It'll
not
come
on.
back on in a minute.
Has it come back on?
Yeah, come on.
Have I got to push this red button?
No,
It's
you
on
don't have to do
iron bar.
anything. We're not recording. It should come back on.
Look, if I push that.
Hold on.
That one?
What's that?
Oh, that way.
Come on.
You got the power.
I
You
have
got
the
the power. Do, 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 do. You got the power.
This is our life.
This is, see now, this bruise, that was his
Her
toe.
left foot with no feeling crunched my right foot
I didn't
and
even
toes.
put it down. Did I even put it down? I don't know.
Have you
It is a
seen?
club.
Have you seen Mr. Deeds? Didn't he have black foot and he plastered that foot right through the ice to save the woman? Her foot, her left foot is fused, and she has no feeling.
That's the difference between my two foot. Look, that's that foot,
Okay.
and that's my other foot.
No, quit sagging.
I'm not all right. Look,
You don't have to match your breastises.
I'm not. Look, right. My breastises. That is the difference between my 2 feet. That one
Butchers.
is a size 7.
All right, there's people
That's
out there
a
with
five.
foot fetishes.
I know. Well, then that'll get us a few more followers, won't it? And I can't feel it. And when I do bang it, it's like having a stomachache. It
You
comes from
cannot
inside
eat
out.
just one all sorts. It doesn't work.
Licorice also.
Bag will be gone. One
Oh,
more
no.
song. We'll be right back.
And what one is your
9,000
favourite?
miles till our
What
next
one is your
chapter.
favourite licorice also?
All of them.
Because my one
I don't
is either
like the
that
little
one,
dogs or whatever they are.
They're not. They're Bertie Bassets. How can you abuse the Bertie?
I don't know.
People, the Bertie. I did have a proper Bertie Bassett at one point, but
A what?
no, you could buy Bertie. Now I'm looking. Right, I've got them all up now. Right, look. Here is your Bertie Bassett. It's just a bit licorice in a funny shape. They're my favourite ones. I like the bobbly ones. That's my mum's favourite, the one that's got the coconut round it. Larry likes them ones, but the ones that have got like
those.
3 layers.
I love those.
And I swear to God, they are going proper cheap because you used to get the ones that had all the white fondant inside it. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Those are soft though.
6.
These
we got
are hard.
7 of them. It depends how the batch works out.
It does.
But
because
he's got
that one is very
from,
disappointing.
Yeah, he's gone from M&S,
She's gonna kill me. All right, I'll be back.
Percy Pigs, to licorice. What's your...
You're listening to the BLT show. Best test!
Funny how life can make your heart live in 2 places at once. Leaving my mom never gets easier, but leaving you doesn't either. We're together now more than we've ever been. And every time I leave, I know I'm already counting the days until I come home again. Another suitcase by the doorway, another hug that lasts too long. Mom smiles through tears and tells me, go on, love, be strong. Every visit feels more precious now. Every moment means so much. You never know the worth of time until it's slipping through your touch. Across an ocean, someone's waiting. Coffee's on and the porch light glows. A house that's become my second home. A love that only grows. That life keeps asking us to choose, but love says we don't have to choose it all. Every goodbye, one step closer home. Every mile reminds me I'm never alone. Leaving mom, leaving you, both leave a space inside. But love keeps building bridges where oceans used to divide. Let's never get complacent. Never take one day for granted. Say I love you one more time. Hold each other just a little longer. Because every goodbye, hey, is one step closer home. Oh, yeah. We're together now more than we've ever been. Finding a rhythm that's finally ours. Learning that love isn't measured in easy days. It's measured by healing old scars. My children still haven't met the man who's become the safest place I've known. And that hurts us both in different ways. A dream still waiting to come home. But I believe they'll see one day exactly what I already do. The kindness, the laughter, the man who quietly loves with everything he has. And now your daughter's coming home with the children, with laughter filling every room. Watching you become dad and granddad all over again. Might be my favorite version of you. Then I read the words she wrote, your name written with pride. A daughter thanking her father for helping shape the person she's become. Some legacies aren't built from money, they're built from love. We both had days we take back. We both carried worries we never spoke aloud. But we're still here, still laughing, still learning, still choosing each other every single day. So let's never stop noticing the little things, the morning coffee, the quiet hugs, the silly dancing in the kitchen, the I'm sorry, the thank you, the I love you. Because those little things become a lifetime. Every goodbye, one step closer home. Every sunrise brings another dream to hope. We'll keep believing, we'll keep growing, we'll keep writing every page. No taking love for granted, no letting yesterday steal today. We'll choose each other again and again and again. One day there'll be nowhere for no countdowns, no.
All right. Well, I'm going to go way over. I try to keep it to an hour.
Oh, Mommy, I like it when you go way over.
But
You know why you go way over? Because it's been a long time since you went way over.
she's sure about that, huh?
Oh,
Well,
listen, people, it is
Hey,
all about...
Bev and I have been working on
Giggling.
singing this song.
What song?
The song. Our
What
motto.
song? What, the song that we don't know the lyrics to?
This,
No, you don't know the lyrics to.
I know them. I watched last week's show. And
I bloody know 'em.
sang
I
every
wrote
one
'em.
of them.
Do you know what? There is such a thing in life as karma. And I am not going to go into too much. But for certain events, if that weren't enough, then
Speaking in code.
the situation needs to be taken to some authority, because some people don't like you to be happy, no matter what you do. And what happened this week made you proud of me, and me, I finally put my foot down. Because it is true. You just have to take that step. And I go on about this book called The Secret, and I didn't bring it out because I thought I was overweight. Well, I am, but that was with Candy. I didn't bring the book out. But you are what you manifest. If you think something bad, you give out vibrations. Now, I never used to sort of get it as much as what I do now. And you can sort of unconsciously give out negative vibrations or whatever. And every time you read this book, The Secret, it will be something different. And it ain't like reading a book, it's like passages and things that we say on here. But all I will say is, I'm almost at that full circle of being back. There's a couple of little odd things that need to be dealt with. But I couldn't have done it, number one, actually doing what I say to people. I used to say to people, wake up in the morning and go, that was good, but I ain't going to do it again, rather than miss that opportunity. And I don't know why, but I took a leap of faith last year because of him. Didn't know what was going to happen.
Every time. They know this.
I know, but my point is, you have to say it and you have to reassure it, because it is a tough lesson. It is a tough lesson to do.
I guess that's her way of saying, start the damn song.
Start the damn
She was needing
song.
me, but in my defense, Cam was by me, so we'll be
'Cause
back with our final goodbye.
This is our mantra, people, and if you can listen to it and take it on board, please do.
It's true.
And it ain't easy.
Nope.
Stop shaking me.
I've been changing faster than I recognize. New skin, same heart, unfamiliar eyes. I broke a few rules I swore I'd keep. Found my courage hiding under sleep. I don't miss who I was, but I'm not her yet. Standing in the space between fear and bed.
I see you clearer every time you doubt. This isn't breaking, it's the way out. You don't need answers, just room to breathe. You're becoming what you already believe.
I won't pull you forward, won't hold you back. just walk beside you through every crack. What if I change and lose my way?
What if that's how you learn to stay?
Growth feels lonely till it's shared. Then suddenly it's everywhere.
If you dream it,
You can feel it.
if you feel it,
You believe it. If you believe it, you achieve it. If you achieve it, you rise with it. Twin flames not burning out, burning true. Same spark, higher frequency too. We don't shout, we don't prove, we rise. And others feel it too. I don't need saving, I just need time to trust this voice that sounds like mine.
and I don't need fixing you to stay.
Love grows best when it's given space. Dream it, feel it, feel it.
That's right, baby.
And it is right. It is a mantra. Like I said earlier, I've written lots of songs, and there are some that I even look at and think, if you gave that to somebody like that was really popular, it'll probably be a hit.
Yeah.
But this song is a mantra, and I believe in it. Larry believes in it, and it is what life is about. Life isn't
And I think
easy.
Cam has to go to the bathroom. Thank you guys for the hearts.
Well, he does. Thank you so much. We've run over a little bit. We will be back. We are back on board, full board now. We've got no other
bit.
distractions. So please,
And now I
put
have to cook
comments
dinner.
into ya. And Larry is cooking dinner because he like to cook your meat.
What is his deal?
He wants to licorice all sorts.
I bet he does. He probably does. He's whining. No.
Is that a quarter?
On that note, watch that video, this video, whatever,
We love
wherever
you.
it
Thank
shows
you so
up on the
much.
thingy there.
We are back on board. This is our main priority now. We love you. Thank you so
and
much.
we need to focus
I
more on
love you.
ADHD because I'm going to tell you what. I'm
we
going to
need
help
your
some poor
input.
bloke out there or a girl, and she's going to help some girl out there or a bloke, whoever's got ADHD,
We need
because
your input.
it's a bitch.
We can
But we're
increase this
proof.
show. We can do it twice a week. It is a bitch. Oh my God, it's a learning curve every single day. Biggest thing, be
But-
honest, be open, be truthful to yourself. Because if you can't be true to you can't be true to yourself, you can't be true to no one.
That's
Do
right.
you know what I mean?
All right, until next week.
Until next
Love you
week,
guys.
we love ya.
Bye.
Ta-da. San, Mel.